hospital. And he claimed that, this is proof that they have tunnels underneath. Because my whole thing has been, okay, you've been invading Gaza for 3 weeks and you still don't have any video proof of these tunnels under hospitals, under any of this stuff. So let's just break it down, okay? So Israel posted this today. Suicide vests, RPGs, motorcycles used to kidnap Israelis to Gaza, diapers, chairs with rope to hold hostages, all in the basement of the Rentisi hospital in Gaza. The hospital was used by Hamas as a command center, and it is believed to have held Israeli hostages. Okay, so let's break this down point by point. And I must remind you all, this is not a scene from a Borat subsequent movie film, even though you might think it is, based upon the, hilarity of this all. But it actually is a real video from the IDF that Israel posted on Twitter. So let's take a look.
I'm here in Gaza City. We are here next to a house of a terrorist. This is one of the senior terrorists who is the head of the operational naval operations that led the raids into Israel. His house is...
So I started watching this and I immediately started laughing, not because he sounds like Borat, although a little bit because he sounds like Borat. We are here, and this is a terrorist. This is terrorist home. Behind me of Naval Operation October 7th, terrorist home. So I immediately question, okay, so this is the terrorist home. This is the terrorist home, right? So you're telling me that Israel is bombing hospitals, schools, UN facilities, journalists, mosques, churches, aid centers, refugee camps, but they preserve the home of the Hamas terrorists? So they just walk up and they don't touch the home of the Hamas terrorists? Okay. So that immediately caught my attention. I'm like, so they bombed everything but the home of the Hamas terrorists. Okay. Now listen to this one more time.
I'm here in Gaza City. We are here next to a house of a terrorist. This is one of the senior terrorists who is the head of the operational naval operations that led the raids into Israel.
What? So they left his home, but also, folks, this isn't just any Hamas commander's home. This is the home of the commander of Hamas's non-existent naval operation on October 7th. Yeah. The naval operation. Now, I know that, in the days following October 7th, there was, one video of 2 alleged Hamas fighters on jet skis fighting against Israeli boats or something, but what? They came in on paragliders, and this moron is trying to sell you that this is the home of some non-existent Hamas naval commander. Okay, you may as well have just told everyone that this is the Hamas Air Force commander's home. Hamas doesn't have an Air Force. And maybe they have a few jet skis, but to the best of my knowledge, they don't have a Navy either. So how are you going to tell us, listen to this, how are you going to tell us that this is the home that you didn't want to blow up? The one thing you didn't blow up in Gaza was the home of the Hamas naval commander?
Of the operational naval operations that led the raids into Israel. His house is right next to a school.
Okay, so his house is right next to a school. Now, I don't know. This very well could be a school. He's pointing in the direction of this building right here. Okay? That doesn't look like a school to me. It could be a school, but if you look over here, that kind of looks like balconies, like apartment. I mean, it could be a school. It very well could be a school, but it doesn't really look like a school. And also, if this is really his home, I mean, if this is really the Hamas non-existent naval commander's home, don't you think they would have blown it up?
His house is 200 yards from the hospital.
Okay, now so like we're 22 seconds in, and I can't even get through all the propaganda. So they take the footage right here, next to the Hamas non-existent naval commander's home. All right. Then they say this is a school. So they're doing this all for propaganda effect. They're saying, oh, you know, we found the tunnels and it's right next to a school and a hospital and a school. Well, then, you know, he kind of just casually goes, and the terrorist tunnel is 200 yards away. That's 2 NFL-sized football stadiums away from where he's standing. Okay, that's 2 NFL football fields away from where he's standing. So they're acting like, oh, they put the tunnels under the schools too. No. They put the Hamas command center under the school. No. You just said it's 200 yards. Okay, 200 yards away. 2 full-length football fields away. Allegedly. Let's continue watching.
Hospital of Rantisi. Next to his house, there is a tunnel.
So now we get a jump cut. So, you know, this is the other thing. There's no like single video stream. You'd think if they're trying to prove something, if they're trying to show definitive evidence that something exists next to something else, like a school or a hospital, there'd be one, you know, if they can film 1917 all with one camera without jump cuts everywhere, you'd think they could film, a war zone that they've cleared out allegedly without jump cuts everywhere, but they have the jump cuts everywhere. Okay. So that's the other major red flag here. Is like this video is just nothing but jump cuts. So now we don't know where we are. Now we have no idea where we are. He said that the tunnel was 200 yards away from the school and from the commander's home. I guess we're going to have to take him at face value. So now, allegedly, we're 200 yards away at the tunnel? Let's keep watching. So now we're getting like random drone footage, I think.
Now I want to show you.
So now he wants to show you, and we don't even know where we are. We don't even know where we are now. We're at some random fucking building. We don't know where we are.
An operational tunnel.
So now he's going to claim this is an operational tunnel of Hamas.
The tunnel is built with electricity.
The tunnel is built with electricity. Well, I guess that doesn't make sense. The tunnel's built with electricity. I don't know what he means by that. Yes, I'd imagine, you know, they don't have like, they don't have like little yellow men in there digging out the tunnels themselves. They probably built it with some sort of electricity. But he's showing you this electrical board. Okay, now this is very interesting.
We first saw the solar panels, then the electricity goes here, and it goes down directly to the tunnel.
So actually, we didn't see the solar panels because they cut that out. Okay, keep in mind, this isn't some random Twitter user that reposted this. This is literally the Israel IDF. They all posted this. The Israeli Foreign Ministry, they all posted this video with no other context. So now they're showing you electrical currents going down into the alleged Hamas operational tunnel.
Now you can see the tunnel. You can see the tunnel. The tunnel.
Now you can see the tunnel, the Tower East. Only problem, well, we'll get to this.
The tunnel is let down more than 20 meters down. The rowboat found a door that is bulletproof. It's explosives proof, so it looks like a hard evidence, a clear evidence that the hospital direction is connected. This is a.
So he said it looks like clear evidence, hard evidence, that a bulletproof door that was found connects to the hospital. So they're not even